Welcome back everyone, and today we're going to be flying out the BF-109 E-4. So this plane sits in the German tech tree at the battle rating of 3.0, and this plane is armed with two 20mm MG cannons with 60 rounds per gun, and it's also supported by two 7.92mm MG-17 machine guns with 1,000 rounds per gun. And this plane is meant for energy fighting. So this plane, it cannot really turn well, but it has a really good rate of climb. The speed is decent, but the vertical energy retention is really good. So how you fly this plane is to use its vertical energy retention, climb rate, and speed to your advantage when you dogfight other people. And let's just get in. So I'm now using my climb rate. I'm above all of the enemies, and there's a fight down there, and I don't want to waste my energy. So this KI-44 wants to head on, but I have all the advantages, so I don't want to head on. I just fire a few shots and then try to dodge his incoming volley. Then after that, I go into a high yo-yo. And because I'm higher and I just came out of a dive, he came out of a climb, I'm faster than him, and he's bleeding a lot of energy. So I can easily catch him, and then using that, I just fired a short volley, and then he just went down. I was checking behind me to see, and that P400 looks like he's interested, but a teammate took him out for me. And now, after coming out of that dogfight with a KI-44, there's a KI-45 above me, and so he has the energy advantage. So I try to dodge his head on, maybe like make him fly past me and then ignore me. And I jet back and he's interested into someone else. So now we're still in the same battle, and this is the last guy, the P-39. The P-39 is good at low altitude performance, but he decided to climb up to like 7,000 meters or so, and by that he's severely restricting his performance. Although he has the energy advantage, he does not have the high altitude performance to go with it. So the smart thing that he should have done was to dive down and just dogfight from there. But once he climbs to this kind of altitude, he's giving me the advantage because I have the better high altitude performance than him. So this chase continues for a while. Everyone is starting to get a little bit impatient, but now I'm slowly catching the P-39. My idea was to come from below and then suddenly pitch up to meet him. Usually that is not a very good idea, but because we're at high altitude and he is like severely restricted in his performance at high altitudes, like at 7,000 meters, the air gets really thin there and doesn't have a lot of speed to work with. So we just keep up this chase. He's trying to keep the altitude advantage, but I was just trying to keep my speed just to close the distance gap and then finally pitch up into him. And fast forward a little bit. And now the distance starts to close up, so I decide to pitch up into him. And I'm stalling here, but I managed to get a critical hit. We're both at very low speeds, but because of my better high altitude performance, I can recover more easily. And I think he was gonna dive to the altitude where he was performed better at, but he makes a mistake here, and he decides to go up once more. And here is where I just score a nice fire on him, and he's just basically done for. And that's the end of the match. So now I find myself in this battle. While I was climbing, I saw the YP-38, and I was guessing that it was the Soviet version of the P-38. So I do not want to head on this guy. He he has the altitude advantage, and he also has what I'm guessing is really good high altitude performance. So I tried to dodge his head on and then look over to see if he's interested into someone else, and he is. But then the XP50 comes in, and he also has the energy advantage. So now I just try to dive and gain speed to successfully perform a reversal. So here I turn into him, then turn away, and pull up over him. And then you see us entering the rolling scissors. And because I am slower, I have the smaller turning radius. And one by one, we now get into this flat scissors, and I'm on his tail. So now he tries to dive away, but him diving results in me diving, which helps me gain speed, enough speed to pitch up and just blast him down. So now this is the final battle, and now I'm going for this French Corsair, and the reason is because the Corsair is the highest, but I see this Hurricane to be closer to me. I decided to do a quick pass, and I just shot his engine and he just went down. And because of the speed I picked up from that short dive, I can easily regain my altitude using my energy retention. And now I'm on top of him, and I have a lot of energy. And one hit to his engine, and yeah, he just went down. I was just looking to check if he's gonna put that out, but it looks like he's not gonna be putting that out. And second kill, and now I see an ally in trouble, so I try to help, but sadly I did not get in time to save him. So yeah, I was just chasing after him. And now that I've picked up a lot of speed, I tried to convert that speed into altitude, then dive back down on him. And by now he's just basically helpless. But I have ran out of my cannon rounds, but a teammate came in for the kill. And now there's this P-40 in front of me, and I have the altitude advantage, so I do not want to head on this guy. So what I do is to dive and meet this guy, and then just do a merge like that, and then perform a high yo-yo, because a high yo-yo conserves energy while turning. And now I'm on his tail, and he does not have a lot of energy. But I can only use my machine gun rounds, and I was just chasing this guy. I managed to score a fire on his engine, and yeah, he just went down. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, and if you want to support me, then subscribe, and thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.